Good morning. We woke up early and we met our group at about 7:30 this morning in the main plaza in Antigua, and they loaded us into a van and drove us about an hour to here. We're at the staging point where we're gonna start our hike. It was really cool on the way here. You could see the volcano, you could see it erupting. It's an absolutely perfect day so far. We know things can change quickly on a mountain, but we just had breakfast and I guess the trail's gonna be up this way. And yeah, we're eager to get going. Trail starts off pretty steep right from the start. It's dusty, but very doable. It's only one way to go. 30 minutes in and we're gaining altitude quickly. You look way down there. You can see the town where we started. And over here, we're approaching the cloud line. And the way we're going over that ridge, over there, and then around to the next volcano, and that's Acatenango. I'll figure it out eventually. By the time I get off of this, I'll be able to pronounce it backwards. We've passed the farmland and we're into the tree line. It's the trail is kind of a deep gully, a lot of scree, a lot of sliding, but very doable. And yeah, we're taking a break like every 10 minutes. It's tough, but it's doable. What do you think, Donovan?
It's pretty cool.
Just over 2.5 hours in, and we're stopping for lunch. It's rice, some type of beef, and cucumbers. Definitely glad we packed extra food. Yeah, it's not a lot. Snack bar over here, and I took the opportunity to load up on some junk food. We're burning some calories today, but yeah, there's opportunity for junk food. I guess on the weekend there's cheese tortilla and meat tortilla, but unfortunately we're here on a Monday. So the landscape is starting to change. Looks like we're busting through the tree line. We should be crossing over a ridge up here, heading our way to Acatenango. I like to think I'm getting better at that. But we're trucking along. It's exhausting. Alright, just 4.5 hours in. You look down there, you can see where we started. I can't see it from this angle, but yeah, it's a very, very steep climb the entire way. We haven't had any flat or just mild sections to speak of. We did find a dog who's been following us. She wants water constantly. Don't you, girl? Home stretch to our base camp. We're going to spend the night. We should have a view of Del Fuego if these clouds clear. And then in the morning, we're going to get up at 4 a.m. We have a 45-minute push to the summit for sunrise. Sulfur vent? Is that sulfur? It's stopped now. But it's a little avalanche, I don't know. Moving forward. We rounded a turn, and there she is. De Fuego. A little bit of cloud, but kind of clear. You could hear the rumbling right before we came around the corner. But we're almost done. Thank you. It's tough. Made it to our tour company's camp. It was about a little over 5.5 hours. And you can see we're socked in. The volcano's right over there, and we've gotten some glimpse of it, and we saw some eruptions. When it does erupt, though, you can hear it still, even when you're socked in like this. If you look down the mountain, you'll see all the other companies camping, and it's windy. It was chilly windy up here. But all the other tour companies have their camps going down the side of the mountain. There's some up there, but it's cool, and we're just hoping for the weather to clear. All right, so let's go take a look at the camp. Here's all the cabins. Nice. We've been placing this one. Here's one of our roommates. There's 4 of us in a cabin, and yeah, they look very comfortable. I'm sure I'll be sleeping really good tonight. And then we come over here. Here's a little sitting area. Looks like they're gonna have maybe a campfire later. There's some wood, and here's little Donovan and his new dog. Well, we've been here about 20 minutes, and now it's raining, so we're all in our cabin. So the clouds have cleared, and we're getting an eruption every 5-10 minutes, and it's awesome. We have an incredible sunset happening above the clouds, and the volcano's back out, and the colors are beautiful, and the clouds are just moving around. It's awesome up here. Sun is going down. We have a fire started, and we're just sitting here waiting for eruptions. And now that it's nighttime, you can see the lava just shoot up into the air. It's really pretty impressive. And yeah, the sky's beautiful. It's chilly, but it's bearable. Super, super cool. Morning. It's 4:30, and it's been a rough night. The volcano's been going crazy, just massive explosions, and yeah, it kept waking me up. You'd be deep asleep, and then you'd hear this explosion, and it's cold. I have a little bit of altitude sickness, so at 1:30, when the guide knocked on the door and asked me if I wanted to go climb the volcano, I declined. But my son Donovan, who's 17, really wanted to go. And yeah, so right now he's one of those little white lights climbing the active volcano. He's with the guide. I feel good about it. I mean, it would take a once-in-a-decade event to happen at this very moment, but yeah, he's in for a show. Good morning. It's cheering over here. It's cold, it's windy, but after the last check-in, I decided to climb to the top of Acatenango, and it's just amazing. There's a view. You can see Vulcan right there as the sun's coming up. And then you sweep over here, and you can see Vulcan de Fuego. And Donovan's on that ridge line somewhere over there. There's been a few eruptions, so I'm sure he's having a once-in-a-lifetime experience. But let's walk up here and get a better view of this sunrise.
I can see a sea of alpine green, something that will stay with me. Sky is wrapped in blue.
Fuego's erupting again, but this is kind of cool. So you can see Vulcan Acatenango and Lake Adelan over there, which we're visiting. But you can also see the shadow that the volcano we're on is casting across miles and miles. It's crazy. It's cold. It's time to go back down, get some coffee. The city, the little town down there, is so far down. As Donovan would say, they're airplane cities because it looks like we're high enough to be in a plane.
Oh, I wish that I could lie with you. Oh, I know what I would hold on to. A memory when times are good. That's when I think of you. That's when I think of you. Oh, I know what I would hold on to. A memory when times are good. That's when I think of you. That's when I
Breakfast
think
time.
of you.
Burrito and a volcano. You don't see that every day. About to make our way down. Gonna finish this coffee and take in the last few sights of Del Fuego and make our way down the mountain. It's been a great trip. It's awesome, highly recommend. Ciao.